Hello, everybody, and welcome to Anderson Field behind Batavia High School here in Batavia, New York. We have a Section 5 softball matchup on tap for you this afternoon. Brockport in town to take on the Batavia Blue Devils. Just a quick note, we will be starting today's game a bit behind schedule. So I think Brockport still has to warm up here. Take the ad off the screen, or actually we'll leave it on there. This broadcast brought to you by Casella Waste, your #1 service provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Whether you're looking for residential pickup or a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business, call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. My name's Alex Brasky here at Anderson Field, getting set for a battle between Blue Devils. But like I said, we will be beginning this game a bit behind schedule as Brockport takes the field to warm up. We'll be back after about a 5 to 10 minute break. That's what happened to me when I dropped the thing down the crevice. It fell out. Hello, everybody, and once again, welcome to Anderson Field here behind Batavia High School, where we have a battle of the Blue Devils on tap for you this afternoon. My name's Alex Brasky for the Batavia Daily News and Livingston County News, here to take you through the action between Batavia and Brockport. First and foremost, we'd like to thank our sponsor for this afternoon's broadcast, Casella Waste. Casella is your #1 service provider for all your waste and recycling needs. Whether you're looking for residential pickup at your home or a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business, call Casella Waste today for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. 585-308-0662 today for a quote. So we're minutes away from first pitch here. Let's go through the lineups. Starting for Batavia, Julia Clark will lead things off and play third base. Mackenzie Rigo playing second will bat second. Bryn Wormley, the shortstop, bats third. Libby Grazio playing the left fielder will clean things up. Gianna Merzak, the pitcher, will bat fifth. Tess Barone, the center fielder, will bat sixth. Sophia Menudo, the first baseman, will bat seventh. Lindsay Grazio playing the catcher will bat eighth. And Dallas Lama, the right fielder, will round out the Batavia order. She'll bat ninth. Subs for Batavia, Emma Radka and Tiana Rim. For Brockport, who will lead things off in this top of the first, Brooklyn Downey will play second. Maeve Petty will play left field. Layla Myers will play third. Ariana Guerrero will catch. Hannah Carpenter, the pitcher, will bat fifth. Ryan Danielak, the shortstop, will bat sixth. Elena Luce, the center fielder, will bat seventh. Lael Weiss, the first baseman, will bat eighth. And Amaya Plaskett, the right fielder, will bat ninth. So here we go, ready for first pitch as Merzak is ready on the rubber. A pitch grounded to the left side and foul as Clark fields it. A little bit colder and windier than expected here at Batavia. Should be a good game nonetheless. As that pitch looped over to the right side. Regal has trouble with it, and it gets past as she and Menudo were converging, and it looked like a little bit of miscommunication is what allowed Brooklyn Downey to reach. So a leadoff base runner on for Brockport here in the top of the first. Maeve Petty steps to the plate. That pitch bunted at and taken for a strike, but it gets away from Grazio playing behind the plate, and that allows Downey to move up to second base. Here's the 0-1. The pitch upstairs for a ball. Pitch in the dirt and blocked. Nice block by Grazio playing. Keeps Downey on second base. Pitch swung on upstairs, but Petty chased it. So 2-2 now to the Blue Devils left fielder. Swung on and missed. Petty down on strikes for the first out of this top of the first. First pitch in the dirt, nice block by Grazio playing. 1-0 to Layla Myers. The pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now. Pitch swung on, lined up the middle and through for a base hit. Downey rounds third, and here she comes. The throw home, not in time. Downey scores to put Brockport ahead 1-0 here in the top of the first. An RBI single off the bat of Layla Myers. So still one out here in the top of the first. Another pitch in the dirt, blocked by Grazio Plain. That pitch swung on, sent on the ground near second base. Rigo bobbles it. She won't have a play at first. So Guerrero on with the infield single. So runners on the corners for Brockport now with one out. As Hannah Carpenter, the pitcher, looks to help herself here. Myers moved up to third on that infield single. So Batavia in a jam early. It swung on and missed by Carpenter, 0-1. Guerrero taking a hefty lead off of first base, but perhaps just trying to draw a throw. The 0-1. Right in the outside corner for a strike. The throw down to second. They have the runner hung up at third. Nice throw home. And Wormley cuts down Myers at the plate. So 2 outs here in the top of the first on the nice cutoff play. Good execution by the Blue Devils. Guerrero did move up to second. And 2 strikes to Carpenter. That pitch in the dirt for a ball. So that's one way to get out of the jam. So like I said, Batavia, strong execution on that cutoff play. So I believe it was Wormley who cut in front. It's tough to tell the difference between she and Regal, both with those braids and the colorful sunglasses. So it's going to be hard telling those two apart up the middle for Batavia, as the count runs to 3-2 now to Carpenter. The payoff pitch in the dirt. Good block by Grazio Plain. She had a play at third, but nice job reading that there by Guerrero. As we now have runners on the corners for Brockport with 2 outs, as Danielak steps to the plate and takes a high ball, excuse me. That pitch swung on and fouled straight back. And they have the runner hung up. She's allowed to advance on that. That's a live ball, as it's not a foul ball, but it did look as if the second base umpire did have his hands in the air as to signal a dead ball. So that pitch is lifted to the right side. Regal retreating and able to catch that on the run for the final out of this top of the first. So Batavia gets out of the first with minimal damage. 1 run across for Brockport. as we head to the bottom of the first. Once again, let us tell you about Casella Waste, your #1 service provider for all your waste and recycling needs, whether you're looking for a residential pickup or a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business. Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work. Call 585-308-0662 today for a quote. Wind picking up here behind Batavia High School at Anderson Field. I think it moved the camera there. So the ladies dealing with the elements here, but that didn't stop Brockport from picking up one run in their half of the first inning to get off to a nice start here against Batavia. Leading things off for Batavia in the bottom of the first, Julia Clark, who had a walk-off hit the other night against Eastridge, followed by Mackenzie Regal and Bryn Wormley, who are both celebrating their senior night tonight. So 1 run in for Brockport in the top of the first. Brooklyn Downey reached on an E4. Then Layla Myers delivered an RBI single, which scored Downey from second as she advanced on a pass ball earlier. And then Batavia able to get out of the jam as they cut off the run at home as the successful cutoff play from the Batavia defense helped thwart that Brockport rally. That pitch upstairs to Clark. 1-0 to the Blue Devils' third baseman. That pitch upstairs, 2-0 now. Well high, 3-0 now. Carpenter having trouble finding the zone early. That pitch upstairs, Clark takes her base. Leadoff base runner on for the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the first. Regal now to the plate. It's just on the inside corner, 0-1 to Regal. So Weiss playing in at first, and Myers playing in at third. Perhaps expecting the bunt from Regal here. That pitch up and away. Clark takes off for second, sliding in safely. So a stolen base for Julia Clark, and now Mackenzie Regal with an opportunity as Batavia has a runner in scoring position. 1-1 with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Regal drills that one into center field, but it's right at Luce, who puts it away for the first out of Batavia's half of the first. Good contact there from Regal, but like I said, right at Luce. Didn't even have to take a step. Wind blowing in fiercely here at Anderson Field as Bryn Wormley steps to the plate for Batavia. Pitch up and in for a ball. Clark getting a healthy lead off of second base Any pitch that gets away from Guerrero behind the plate, Clark will likely move up. 2-0 now to Wormley. So 3-0 now to Wormley. So Carpenter walked Clark, found the zone against Regal, and now has lost it again against Wormley, but regains it there with a strike. Wormley chases that one maybe a bit high and rolls over it. Full count now to the senior shortstop. Carpenter looking for the strikeout here. Payoff pitch. Swung on line to third. What a grab from Myers. And she gets Clark at second. Double play to end the bottom of the first. What a play from the Blue Devils' third baseman. Layla Myers showing cat-like reflexes to snare that one out of the air, and then the presence of mind to throw out Clark at second. So we head to the second. It remains a 1-0 ball game. Brockport in the lead, and we bring in longtime Batavia person, Batavia's Buddy Brasky. Coach, you've known Jim Fazio, head coach of Batavia softball, for years. He was a former JV coach in your program. What do you think of the job he's done with this group, maintaining their competitiveness year in and year out?
Well, Faz, really does a nice job with the program. He commits to the off season. He's got the girls in the gym in the winter doing their hitting, doing their defensive work. So he does all the things necessary, to keep the program competitive in the off season. So I think he's really done a really nice job.
Now, you yourself used to coach baseball during the spring. Haven't these past couple of years, you haven't done that. Are you getting the itch here during the spring over these past couple of years when baseball, softball season rolls around?
Yeah, I do at times, especially when the games start. It's tough when the games start. Practice in the gym got a little bit boring, but once the games start, yeah, the itch kind of comes back.
As we have the start of the top of the second here, as Alina Lou steps to the plate and takes a strike from Merzak. That pitch up and in for a ball. Now, you know plenty of these girls. Senior night. What have the Bryn Wormleys, the Mackenzie Regals, and others, the Tess Barones, all the seniors on this team, what have they meant to not only this program, as that one is lined into right field and foul, looked like the wind took it. What have these seniors meant to the Blue Devils athletic program over the past several years?
Well, they're all multiple sport athletes, and they're quality athletes in all the sports, especially, Bryn and Mackenzie, the volleyball, basketball, baseball, they're all league caliber players in all three sports. And, Tess is just a really nice girl who really does things the right way. So,
as that one is lifted into right field, coming on to make the play is Dallas Lama. So one away here in the top of the second. Continue.
Yeah, so they've really had a major impact on the athletic program, throughout their years.
So one away here in the top of the second. Luce goes down on the fly out to right field. That brings up Lael Weiss for Brockport. Pitch upstairs for a ball. Now you look over, not really across the street, behind us really, Dwyer Stadium, the home of the Batavia baseball program. New head coach James Patrick. You previously coached with him and coached under previous head coach Rick Saunders for many years. What do you think about the changing of the guard and the baseball program and the job that James has done thus far and the job that Rick did over so many years of service here at Batavia?
Well, Rick was a fixture here for so many years and had built a very successful program after, Pep Johnson, also did a very good job. I coached under Pep as well. And, James will continue their tradition.
As that one is fouled off. Now, no rest for the weary. You probably have a tournament this weekend. Maybe I should have talked with you about that already, considering you are my father. But how's the basketball program looking for next year? I know you're going to lose a lot, but you guys seem to be competitive every year. How are you guys looking on the hardwood?
Well, we did lose a lot. We lost, 8 seniors last year, and 7 of them were in the rotation. So it's a rebuilding situation right now. The kids are working hard here in the off season. We do have a tournament this weekend, as a matter of fact, and so time will tell as time goes along. But we're hoping to be competitive.
As Weiss putting up quite the fight here with Merzak. And she wins the battle with a base hit past Regal. So this Brockport lineup has been impressive in the early going, putting the bat on the ball with good contact and a one-out base runner on for the Blue Devils in Lael Weiss. Now up the 9-hitter, Amaya Plaskett. So another chance here for Brockport to add to its lead, but Plaskett swings through that one for a strike. Now, how about this young starter for Batavia, Gianna Merzak? She's already thrown a no-hitter. I think it might have been her first career varsity start that she's thrown a no-hitter. I think I wrote about that, so I should know that as well. But what do you think about her? A young athlete, maybe filling the shoes left behind by Wormley and Regal, Barone, and others after this year?
I've got to know Gianna really well this year. She's in one of my phys ed classes, and she's a very competitive young lady. No matter what we're playing in phys ed, she wants to win, and she plays hard, and it's obviously transferred onto the softball field. I didn't know when I first met her that she was the pitcher of this team.
Ooh, and that one goes right off the leg of Merzak, but she's able to pick it up and throw it to first for the out. That one went right off her shin. And she shakes it off, and Coach Jim Fazio yells, "Are you all right?" And she just goes, "I'm fine." So maybe that's a little bit of the competitive juices flowing through her, able to shake off that shot right back at her as Weiss moves up to second, but Plaskett put out at first for the second out of this second inning. That brings up Brooklyn Downey, who scored the lone run for Brockport in the top of the first, reached on an E4 her last time up. So another runner in scoring position here for Brockport, but 2 outs as Merzak looks to get out of the inning. So, excuse me, it's now 2-0 to Downey. That pitch in the dirt. And another topical situation going on, the Notre Dame Batavia hockey merger. As a Batavia alum, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, speaking to the hockey people around school, they thought it was a long time coming, and they're in favor of it. They just think that it will help both programs. Both programs were kind of struggling at the younger levels. So to combine, everybody seems to think it's in everybody's best interest.
So Downey reaches on the walk. That brings up Maeve Petty. She loops that one well foul into the swamp area in right field. So 0-1 to Petty. How's the golf game?
Up and down like everybody else's.
More down than up, I imagine. The 0-1 to Petty. Ooh, and that one looked outside, but home plate umpire Jeff Youngs rules it a strike. 0-2 to Petty. Swung through. Petty down on strikes for the final out of the top of the second. So, Coach, thank you for joining us here in this top of the second. Appreciate your insights, your opinions, and your knowledge. I know it's ever expansive.
Well, thanks, Alex. It was fun being with you.
We head to the bottom of the second. We take a quick break here at Anderson Field. All right, here we go. We head to the bottom of the second. Batavia now with the plate as Libby Grazio playing leads things off. Blue Devils went down in order in their half of the first. Clark, well, not necessarily in order, but 1, 2, 3. Clark walked, was later cut down at second base as part of a double play, which ended the inning. As that one grounded outside of third for a foul ball. Mackenzie Regal recorded the first out, flew out to center field, really a line shot right at loose in center field, and then Wormley a line shot right to third base to Myers, who then flipped it to second base to cut down Clark to end the inning. Grazio Plain sends that one on the ground just outside of third, so Batavia a little bit ahead of Carpenter's fastball. Maybe in need of a little bit more patience here. Let that ball get a little bit deeper and then keep it fair, excuse me. So that pitch goes in the dirt. It's now even at 2-2. It's now drizzling and sunny out, so that's Western New York weather for you. Grazio Plain lifts that one into center field over the head of Luce. And there she goes for two. Libby Grazio Plain, a leadoff double here on the bottom of the second. And Batavia is in business. So here comes Merzak looking to help herself here, following the leadoff double from Grazio Plain. Merzak drills that one into left center, but Luce is there to put it away. Grazio Plain takes off for third, and she'll make it. So a good piece there from Merzak, but she's put away for the first out as Luce had a good jump on that fly ball. Tess Barone, the center fielder, now at the plate. Barone squares the bunt, fouls that one off. So the 0-1 to Barone here. And that's going to be strike two. Looks like Barone will swing away now with two strikes on her. The bunt no longer in effect. Ooh, and that pitch caught the outside corner. Quite the liberal strike zone here tonight as Barone down on strikes. 2 outs now for Batavia. Sophia Menudo, the first baseman, now at the plate for the Blue Devils. Carpenter looking to keep Grazio playing on third following the leadoff double. Pitch upstairs, good eye from Menudo. Lindsey Grazio playing and Dallas Lama on deck and in the hole for Batavia. 1-1 to Menudo. That pitch lifted to the right side. Downey converging with Weiss, but Weiss is able to make the play as Batavia scoreless once again here in the bottom of the second. We head to the third. It remains a 1-0 Brockport lead. Once again, we'd like to remind you this game brought to you by Casella Waste. All right, here we go. We're ready for the top of the third. Layla Myers will lead things off for Brockport. Pitch caught the outside corner for a strike. Another outside strike. So that outside pitch is being called relatively consistently. That's something players are going to have to be aware of here. The 0-2 upstairs for a ball. Two now to Myers. Brockport leading 1-0. Myers sends that one into center field. Barone is there to put it away. One away here in the top of the third. Ariana Guerrero, the catcher, now at the plate. So as I said, 1-0 Brockport. Brooklyn Downey scored for the Blue Devils in the first inning. Reached on an E4, later came around to score on an RBI single off the bat of Myers. As that pitch off the glove of Merzak and past Regal at second. Guerrero is going to reach on a single. So a one-out base runner. As Guerrero, a hard hit ball right off the glove of Merzak. I pitch a ball and it gets past. Grazio playing at home. Guerrero takes off for second. So 1-0 from Merzak. 2-0 to Hannah Carpenter. Looking to help herself here. Carpenter has pitched 2 scoreless innings inside the circle for Brockport. 3-0 now to the Blue Devils hurler. My pitch swung on and fouled right over the Brockport dugout as Carpenter had the green light on 3-0. Fouled away. 3-2 to Carpenter. Pitch swung on, dribbled to the left side. Clark fields, fires, got her. No, she's safe. So Carpenter ruled safe as Menudo ruled off the bag. Umpire a long way away as the home plate umpire, Jeff Youngs, has overruled his base umpire. So Carpenter out at first. So 2 away as Batavia wins the appeal on the out at first. That one looped to Wormley, and she gets the out. So Danielak down for the final out of this 3rd inning, and Batavia will come to bat in the bottom half. Grazio playing Lama will lead things off for Batavia, followed by the top of the order, Julia Clark, as our 2 umpires discuss that play at first base. Big play in this game is that play from Clark helped thwart that potential Blue Devils rally. Only 1 hit for Batavia through 2 innings. The double off the bat of Grazio playing, but she was left stranded at 3rd in that 2nd inning. As 2 flyouts and a strikeout ended Batavia's half of the 2nd. Sorry about that, my microphone was up top. That one fouled back. 0-2, or excuse me, 1-2. The 1-2 to Grazio playing. Right down the middle, strike 3. Grazio playing down looking. Dallas Lama, the 9-hitter and right fielder for Batavia. Julia Clark, the leadoff hitter, waits on deck. Lama sends that one up the middle and through for a base hit. So Lama, a one-out base runner for Batavia. Senior coming through on senior night. Carpenter in minor trouble here as Clark, the leadoff hitter, steps to the plate. First pitch to her is a ball. Clark grounds that one through the left side for a single. So Batavia going station to station here, as two straight singles have 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Mackenzie Regal steps to the plate. Another senior looking to do damage here on senior night. Big spot for it. Batavia needs a run here to even things up. Regal takes that pitch for a strike. The pitch up and away, 1-1 now. Regal lifts that one to center field, loose, coming on, and she'll make the catch for the second out. So 2 on, 2 out now for Batavia as Regal steps to the plate. Wormley lined out to third base on that double play turned by Myers in the first inning. Good piece of that one. She drills that one, but just inside. And she takes it that way as it just goes outside of third base and foul. So 0-1 to Wormley. Two outs here in the bottom of the third. Big spot for the Batavia shortstop. Ooh, that pitch right in the outside corner. Youngs has been calling that all afternoon. Looks like a ball to me, but it's been consistent, so. Ooh, as Wormley wears that one as it looked like a breaking pitch. And the bases are now loaded. So now a huge spot for Libby Grazio playing. Bases loaded with Blue Devils. 2 outs here. As that one gets past Guerrero, but runners stay put. So Lama on third, Clark on second, Wormley on first. Grazio playing at the plate. Pitch is high. 2-0 now to the Batavia left fielder. Excuse me. The 2-0 to Grazio playing. Upstairs, ball 3. A walk will force in a run. Ooh, right down the middle. Good response from Carpenter. Runs the count to 3-1. Carpenter 2 walks already. We'll see if Grazio Plain's able to work the third walk of the game here. That pitch right down the middle. And it hits the base runner. And we have a discussion here as the ball hit Lama, and she's ruled in fair territory, and she is ruled out for the final out of the third inning, much to the chagrin of Batavia coach Jim Fazio, as he believed Lama was in foul territory. But his argument is to no avail, as Lama is the third out on the batted ball from Grazio Plain. It would have been a single, as that one was inside the bag at third. At least from my vantage point, so I believe the umpire got the call correct. I'll have to double check that on the replay, but looked like that ball was going to be a fair ball. So an interesting situation there ends Batavia's rally in the third, and they remain scoreless as Brockport comes back to the plate in the fourth, leading by 1. I think you got it right, Jeff. I think you got it. Film won't lie later, though, when I double check. I'll make sure I send it to you. A little banter back and forth with the umpire here as we head to the top of the fourth. Here comes Elena Luce. First pitch is a ball. One and one now to Luce. That pitch lined, but a nice play from Regal. But no, Luce is safe. So I'm not sure if they had Menudo off the bag or not. A beautiful play from Regal to glove that ball, but unable to get the out as Luce reaches. We'll call it an infield single. Lael Weiss now at the plate for Brockport. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth. Brockport looking to add to its 1-0 lead. Pitch from Merzak, a late bunt attempt. Kind of a chop, fouled away off the bat of Weiss. Strike 2. The pitch up and away, 1-2 now. The 1-2 to Weiss, and that's strike 3. So one away here in the top of the fourth as Luce was able to move up on that drop third strike. Good instincts from Luce to move up there, put herself in scoring position. That pitch is grounded to Clark at third. Sorry, I couldn't see it off the bat. And Menudo is able to pick it up off the dirt to record the out as Plaskett grounds out in the 5-3. So 2 away now in the top of the fourth as that allowed Luce to move up to third. That pitch up and away to leadoff hitter Brooklyn Downey. Loose awaiting on third. Downey lines that one foul. 1-1 to Downey. The 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. Another big spot in this game is Batavia looking to keep it a one-run ball game. Downey lines that one. Another one off Merzak. We'll see if she can get the out. She can't. Loose in from third. The RBI infield single off the bat of Downey. And Merzak. It's like target practice out here off her shins. So a 2-0 ball game now. As that pitch fouled away. Still 2 outs here in the fourth. As Downey is on first base. First pitch is a strike to Petty. That pitch gets away from Grazio Plain, and that's going to allow Downey to move up. But that's strike 2 to Petty. Runner in scoring position once again for Brockport. The 0-2 to the Brockport left fielder. And it hit her. Petty on the hit by pitch. So 2 on, 2 out now for the Blue Devils, as Merzak has put herself in a bit of trouble here. Myers already with an RBI in this game, steps to the plate with 2 on, 2 out. Looking to break the game open for the Blue Devils. First pitch to Myers is a strike. Myers lifts that one into right field. Lama can't get it. It's over her head. Here comes Downey. Here comes Petty. 2 runs are in for the Blue Devils. There goes Myers to third. A 2 RBI double off the bat of Myers, and it's now a 4-0 ball game. Brockport has taken a commanding lead here at Anderson Field. That one grounded to third. Clark fields, fires. And Brockport is down here in the fourth on the ground out from Guerrero. But not before the Blue Devils tack on 3 more runs. It's now a 4-0 Blue Devils lead. So Batavia looking to rebound. The Blue Devils appear a bit shell-shocked. Brockport 2 and I believe 11 coming into this game. But looking for its 3rd win of the season here. Carpenter trying to keep the shutout going. Brockport, 4 seniors on their team, also a 7th grader, a couple of freshmen, and plenty of sophomores and juniors. Myers has weighed heavily into this one thus far, a junior, a third-year junior. She has 3 RBI in this ball game. Yes, Brockport entered this game at 2-11, coming off a 7-0 loss to Mendon, a 10-4 loss to Greece Arcadia, and a 21-4 loss to HFL. So Brockport putting up a good effort here, looking to get off the schneid and end their 3-game losing streak. First pitch to Merzak is a ball. Batavia entered this game at 6-5, so a loss here tonight will put them at 500. Merzak sends that into center field. Luce has had a lot of action out there tonight, and Merzak down for the first out of this bottom of the 4th. Tesperone, the center fielder, now up for Batavia. That pitch is swung on, lifted into left field, but right at Petty. Batavia getting good pieces, but hitting it right at the Blue Devils outfielders. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. So 2-0 now to Sofia Menudo. Three 3-1 now to Menudo. And a breaking ball called a ball as Menudo reaches on the walk. So a 2-out base runner on for the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the 4th. So 1-1 to Lindsey Grazio playing. That pitch in there for a strike. Grazio plane swings through that, strike 3 for the final out of the Blue Devils half of the 4th inning. Batavia remains scoreless. We head to the top of the 5th. It's a 4-0 ball game. Brockport in the lead. 1-1 now. Sorry about this, dealing with a minor technical difficulties. We're still streaming on YouTube, but our Facebook stream is disconnected, so working on getting that back connected. Now 2-1. As that one's fouled away off the bat of Hannah Carpenter, runs it to a 2-2 count. As I get the scoreboard updated, we are now in the top of the fifth. So we are back available on Facebook. We did disconnect there, but able to resolve the issue and back up and live. So if you prefer to watch the game there, feel free. So it remains a 2-2 count to Carpenter here in the top of the fifth. Brockport out to a 4-0 lead. 1 run in the first and 3 in the fourth. And that pitch fouled away. Good battle here from Carpenter. So here's the 2-2. Swung on, grounded to Clark, charging in, firing to first. But it's high, and Menudo can't come up with it. So Carpenter, a leadoff base runner, will give her an infield single. Their speed certainly caused that rush throw from Clark, so we're going to give Carpenter a single as she's on with nobody out here in the top of the fifth. So Batavia checking on Carpenter at first, but able to get back in time as that pitch a strike to Danielak. That one grounded to Wormley at second, gets the out at second. Grounded to Wormley at short, and she gets the out at second, but they can't complete the double play as Carpenter cut down on the 6-4, and Danielak able to reach on the fielder's choice. So runner remains on first, 1 away here for Brockport in the top of the fifth. That one bunted by loose. Clark throws to first, not in time. And it looked like the base umpire initially ruled out and then ruled safe. Batavia not happy about that, but it did appear as if loose was clearly safe. So I believe the call was correct. But I'm not sure about the mechanics of that call. So 2 on, 1 out here for Brockport in the fifth on the single from loose. As Weiss is now at the plate, she takes a ball 1-0. That one fouled away, 1-1. So if you're watching on Facebook, I've just determined that you did miss that big fourth inning for Brockport. So we'll catch you up here in just a moment as the 2-2 from Merzak. Strike 3, big strikeout from Merzak. Second out of this top of the fifth inning is Weiss down on strike. So let me catch you up in the fourth inning. the last you saw on Facebook was the ball hitting Dallas Lama at third base. And that was the final out for Batavia in the bottom of the third. Is that one lifted to Regal for the final out of this top of the fifth. So we head to the bottom of the fifth. It's 4-0 Brockport, and let me tell you how they got there. Elena Luce, a single to lead off the fourth. She later came around to score on an RBI single off the bat of Brooklyn Downey, which went off the shin of Gianna Merzak. It was the second ball today that went off the shin of Merzak, so Downey was able to reach, and she knocked in Luce on that play. Then Maeve Petty was able to reach on a hit-by pitch, and Layla Myers, her second and third RBI of the afternoon on a 2 RBI double. But she was stranded on third, so 3 runs in for Brockport in the fourth. That made it a 4-0 game, and that's where we stand here heading to the bottom of the fifth. Once again, we'd like to apologize for those technical difficulties that we experienced on Facebook. But if that ever happens again, we simulcast the game to YouTube and Facebook. So if you ever encounter any issues on Facebook, be sure to just switch over to YouTube on your phone, portable device, or desktop, laptop, computer, or smart TV. So here we go, bottom of the fifth, about to get underway. His first pitch to Lama is a strike. Oh, 0-2 to Lama. Batavia looking to roll into the top of the order as Clark awaits on deck. Batavia going to have to get a rally going soon. It's pretty much now or never for the Blue Devils. Lama swings through it, but it gets past Guerrero. Lama hustling down the line. And what's the call here? She's ruled out, but I'm not sure what the call is here. As we have time, it looks like we're going to have an umpire conference. As the ball came out, Lama hustling down the line, a wide throw into Lama's running lane, and she knocked the ball free, and she's out. So after the conference, Lama ruled out. First out of this bottom of the fifth. Had a couple close calls here. As Clark fouls that one away. Certainly been a tough game to officiate. And we'll have to review the tape to see if all these calls were correct, but it's certainly been a hard game to administrate. 0-1. To Clark, and she fouls that one away. 0-2 now to the Batavia freshman. Batavia needs a base runner. One out here in the bottom of the fifth, trailing by 4. And Clark, where's it? She's hit by the pitch. And that will do it. That will give Batavia the base runner they're looking for. With one out here in the, like I said, bottom of the fifth. Mackenzie Regal steps to the plate now. Looking to create a Batavia rally here. Pitch a bit high. Throw behind Clark at first, not in time. So, 1-0 to Regal. Regal drills that one into left field, over the head of Petty, and all the way to the wall. Here comes Clark. She's rounding third. The throw, no throw. Clark slides in safely, and Batavia's on the board. It's a 4-1 ball game on the RBI double off the bat of Mackenzie Regal. So here comes Bryn Wormley, looking to add to Batavia's rally here. 4-1 game. Regal on second. That pitch a bit high. Carpenter has pitched a fine ball game, looking to get through this 5th inning with the lead intact. Wormley drills that one into left field. If it's fair, it's a base hit. Regal rounding third. She will score, and Wormley moves up to second on the RBI double. So back-to-back RBI doubles from the Blue Devil seniors. And it's now a 4-2 game. Still one out here in the bottom of the 5th. Libby Grazioplane steps to the plate. Grazioplane nails that one to third and right into the glove of Myers. So a line out to Myers at first for the second out of this 5th inning. Grazioplane hit it square, but once again right at a Blue Devils fielder. That one hit on the ground to Myers. She has trouble fielding it, fires to first. Not in time. Grazioplane reaches, ball gets past. Weiss at first, and Wormley scores. Here comes Grazioplane to third. Or excuse me, Grazioplane to third, and she will score. Who do we have here? Gianna Merzak. I'm so sorry. Gianna Merzak. My apologies, folks. I had no idea what was going on there. Merzak able to tie the game. So my apologies, as I had a mistake in my book. I looked down, I saw Grazioplane's spot not filled in, but obviously she lined out to Myers at third. So my apologies. Gianna Merzak able to reach on the E5, which allows Wormley to score from second. And then in the overthrow to first, Merzak comes all the way around to score the tying run. So not my best call there, that's for sure. But nonetheless, we're all tied up here. A pitch in there for a strike to Tesperone. Got to get my lineup straight here. As Barone looking to restart a rally. Still one out here in the bottom of the 5th. We're all tied up at 4. That one lifted to Downey at second, and she puts it away for the final out. So I screwed that whole inning up. My apologies, folks, because I had the outs wrong. I had the player wrong. It's certainly not my finest moment, but the Blue Devils will take it. They've tied the game at 4 as we head to the 6th. So let me just recap what just happened, as I didn't do a good job of explaining it the first time around. Dallas Lama went down for the first out of the inning on the strikeout E2, but Guerrero was able to throw out Lama at first. The ball came out as Lama contacted Weiss's glove as the throw was in the running lane, but Lama was ruled out for the first out of that 5th inning. Then Julia Clark stepped to the plate, went down 0-2 before being hit by a pitch and getting Batavia their first base runner of the frame. She then scored on an RBI double off the bat of Mackenzie Regal, and Regal later came around to score on an RBI double off the bat of Bryn Wormley. Wormley then scored on the E5, which came off the bat of Gianna Merzak. That's where I screwed up royally. So Wormley was able to score on that play. Merzak able to reach on an overthrow. She advanced to third on the overthrow, and then she was able to come all the way around to tie the game And then Barone flew out to second to end the 5th. So that's how it happened, and now we're in the 6th inning of a tie ball game as Brockport now steps to the plate. That pitch in the dirt, 1-0. That pitch is lined and knocked down by Menudo at first. Nice job to knock it down and make the play for the first out of Brockport's 6th inning. Downey down on the 3 unassisted. Now Petty to the plate. That's rolled a strike. It's quite the sight here as we have a helicopter flying over the field. So 2 outs now here in the top of the 6th as Petty down on strikes. Look like an Army helicopter. That pitch in there for a ball to Myers. So it's been a bit of a struggle here this afternoon for us here at the Daily News. We had the technical issues on Facebook and then my issues in the last inning. But Batavia seemed to work out their issues as they've tied the game and now looking to get out of a scoreless 6th inning and perhaps take the lead in their half of the 6th. That pitch lifted into right field. Lama going back to make a nice play. Myers put away for the final out of the 6th inning on a nice play from Dallas Lama in right field. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It remains a 4-4 ball game. All right, here we go, getting ready for the bottom of the 6th. It's been a good one here at Anderson Field. Batavia came all the way back from a 4-0 deficit to tie the game in the bottom of the 5th. So here we go. Blue Devils stepping to the plate while we're awaiting a Blue Devils batter. As we are going to have an offensive change. Pitch swung on and missed by Sophia Menudo. That pitch in there for a strike looked like a good pitch to hit, but Menudo let it go by. 0-2 to the Batavia first baseman. 7-8-9 due up for Batavia in this inning. Looks like Emma Radka awaits on deck. She will pinch hit for Lindsay Grazio playing. Count remains 0-2 to Menudo. Menudo, good pitch to hit, but right at Danielak. It never ends for Batavia. They are just drilling these balls right at Brockport fielders all afternoon long. A bunch of bad luck for Batavia here. So Radka on to pinch hit for Batavia here in the 6th. 1 out and she takes a strike. Radka a little bit ahead of that one. Count runs to 0-2. Grazio Plain struck out twice in her 2 at-bats, so perhaps Coach Fazio looking to find a bit of a spark with Radka. She takes that one for a ball. That pitch up and in, 2-2 now. So good at bat here from Radka, coming on to pinch hit after getting cold on the bench through the first 5 innings, 5.5 innings. So Radka, a big spot here with 1 out in the 6th. That one floated to third base. Myers is there to put it away. So 2 away here in Batavia's half of the 6th. Lama takes a strike. She singled her first time up and struck out her second time. That one dribbled to Weiss at first. Lama looking to beat it out. What a play from Downey. Able to get over there and touch first base while securing the throw from Weiss. So we've reached the end of the 6th. It remains a 4-4 ball game. Brockport coming to bat in the 7th. All right, so we're here in the top of the 7th. First pitch from Merzak is a strike. Guerrero grounds that one to Clark at third. And a nice play there from Guerrero. So I believe Guerrero was ruled out, but she's not leaving first base. All right, so we do have an out. Guerrero ruled out in the 5-3. A lot of controversy with the calls at the bases. That pitch in the dirt. Pitch upstairs, 2-0. Three and 0 now to Carpenter. Carpenter able to work the walk, a one-out base runner here for Brockport. Ryan Danielak, the shortstop, now at the plate. The throw behind Carpenter at first is late as Danielak swings through that for the first strike. 0-1. As Merzak looks to strand Carpenter on first. That one fouled straight back. 0-2, one out here in the top of the 7th. That pitch lined into center field right at Barone. 2 outs here in the 7th. First pitch from Merzak is a strike. Elena Luce now at the plate for Brockport. That one lifted into right field. Lama, another nice play in right field. So that retires the side here in the top of the 7th. Batavia heads to the plate with a chance to win it and walk it off here in the bottom half of the inning. Once again, we'd like to remind you that this broadcast brought to you by Casella Waste, your #1 service provider for all your waste and recycling needs, whether you're looking for residential pickup at your house or a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business. Call Casella Waste for the best rates and service around. Casella, always putting your waste to work, 585-308-0662. So it's been a good one here at Anderson Field. Brockport came out to a 4-0 lead. 1 run in the first as Brooklyn Downey reached on an error. Later came around to score on an RBI single off the bat of Layla Myers. Then in the 4th inning, Brockport added to its lead, an infield single off the bat of Elena Luce. She later came around to score on an RBI single off the bat of Downey. And then a 2 RBI double off the bat of Layla Myers increased Brockport's lead to 4-0. Batavia came back with 4 runs of their own in their half of the 5th as Dallas Lama led off the inning with a strikeout. But then Julia Clark reached on a hit by pitch. followed by an RBI double off the bat of Mackenzie Regal and an RBI double off the bat of Bryn Wormley. Then Libby Grazio Plain lined out to third, which opened the door for Gianna Merzak to reach on an error. And then she came all the way around to score after driving in Wormley on that error. A couple of overthrows during that play allowed Merzak to score. So we head to the bottom of the seventh. Batavia with a chance to walk it off here. Top of the order for Batavia here as Julia Clark leads things off. First pitch is a ball. Head pitch on the outside corner for a strike. One and one now to Clark. Ooh, that pitch just on the top outside corner of the zone. Batavia didn't like that call. It's been a liberal strike zone all afternoon. That pitch a little upstairs though. The 1-2 to Clark. Upstairs for a ball, 2-2. Clark has reached base all 3 times. She's come to the plate, she's walked, she was hit by a pitch, and she's singled. She's also scored a run and stolen a base. Clark sends that one through for a base hit. Past a diving Downey. So Clark, a leadoff base runner for Batavia here in the bottom of the seventh. So we'll see what the call is here for Batavia, whether they choose to bunt or Coach Jim Fazio lets Mackenzie Regal swing away. So Clark awaits on first. Regal at the plate, nobody out here in the bottom of the seventh. That pitch inside for a ball. Clark takes off and swipes second. So Regal with a big opportunity here. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out in the seventh. Clark on the stolen base. Batavia looking for its second straight walk-off victory. Regal can't get the bunt down as it goes foul. 1-1 now to the Batavia senior. So the 1-1 to Regal, a tie game here in the bottom of the seventh. A single will win it. Regal gets the bunt down. There's Myers to field it. She fires the first, and Regal is out. And Batavia thought Regal was safe at first, as did I, but nonetheless, Regal ruled out, and now Wormley with a great opportunity here. So one out here in the bottom of the seventh. Julia Clark awaits on third. Bryn Wormley with a chance to win it on senior night. And Coach Jim Fazio calls for time. As I said before, it looked like Regal beat out that bunt, but ruled out. It did allow Clark to move up to third, so a sac fly will get the job done here from Wormley. Clark awaits on third. Wormley at the plate. Upstairs for a ball. Wormley already with an RBI double in this game and a chance to win it here. Senior night for Batavia. Clark awaits on third. Wormley lifts that one over the backstop, 2-1. Carpenter looking to battle her way out of this inning. Wormley looking to win the game as that pitch is upstairs, 3-1. Hitters count to Wormley. The 3-1 to Wormley. Up and away, ball 4. Wormley reaches on the walk. Runners on the corners now for Batavia with 1 out here in the 7th, and Wormley will get in a pickle here, and Brockport will let her advance. As that run means nothing, 1 run will win the game here for Batavia. So runners on 2nd and 3rd for the Blue Devils now. Libby Grazio playing at the plate. The left fielder has a double already in this game. Grazio playing squares to bunt. Lets a ball go past. Clark better be careful on 3rd as Danielic is coming behind her for the possible throw down to 3rd base for the pickoff. So the 1-0 coming up to Grazio playing, who has a chance to win it here for the Blue Devils. And that pitch gets past Guerrero. Here comes Clark sliding in. Batavia takes home the walk-off win on the pass ball. Blue Devils win it 5-4. Batavia comes back from a 4-0 deficit to walk it off here in the 7th. Clark scores on the pass ball. So once again, my name's Alex Brasky for the Batavia Daily News. Thank you for joining us for what was a fantastic Section 5 softball game here at Anderson Field in Batavia. For Casella Waste, our sponsor, we'll see you next time.